NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Miami Heat. With my partner, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Hawks coming into play. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going the length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Here comes the screen. Down low, Capella. Rocking the rim. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Butler to Lowry. The shot, almost. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first, that one goes.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Atlanta. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Butler to P.J. Tucker. Victor Oladipo. Short jumper won't go down. To Trae Young. There's the toss. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Flushes down the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Oladipo into the front court. Down just a couple. Butler against Clint Capella. To P.J. Tucker. Five to shoot for Miami. And Jimmy Butler. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Trae Young. Offensive and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Butler. Lowry to Oladipo. 5 seconds to shoot. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't fall.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Throws it up. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Butler guarded by Clint Capella. Lowry. They'll go to Butler down low. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to P&Rs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Kevin Huerter. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oladipo into the front court. The score 12-8. Butler for two. Jimmy Butler looking good. 4 for 5. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list. Flushes down the slam. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Jimmy Butler for two. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
John Collins against Tucker. Here comes the screen. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. To Kevin Huerter. 4-3. The rookie, Huerter, unbothered, buries the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oladipo to Butler. The drive, right to the basket. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Williams into the front court. Up 5. To Trae Young. They work it to Capella. Down low. Can't connect from in close. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And Jimmy Butler. Shot won't go. Trae Young. Oh, had him going there for a second. He'd come up with it. Butler into the front court. 5-point game. To Lowry. Butler for 2. Off the mark. Well contested.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
A shot no good there by Williams.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
To Trae Young. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
They'll go to Butler, down low. Missed a wide open look. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses. To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Trae Young to Williams. Slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Butler to bring it up. Right now, down 7. Quinn blocked
Oh,
away.
that one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. From the outside, no good. Williams across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Lou Williams. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. We need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Quinn Capella rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Williams into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Here comes the screen. Now a steal by Atlanta. To Kevin Knox. Capella down low and finishes strong. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Butler to Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Shot from in close, no good. Williams across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Kevin Knox down to Labissiere. Whistle blows. Oh, his back was to the basket. 5-second count. It's going the other way. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oladipo. Capella's on him. The pass set it all up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Can't connect from inside. Waiters to Oladipo. The screen sets him up for 2.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Williams into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. To Capella. That's no good. Scores from the post. Long key from three-quarters court. Shot from three-quarters court is good. He buries it. Who does this guy think he is? Few would take it. He drills it. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Butler into the front court. Margins 8. Turns and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Hawks with the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Trying to cash in and scores on the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Butler to Oladipo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
John Collins against Markieff Morris. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. From long range. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Williams. Down for Collins. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oladipo into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Hawks have it. To Williams. Sizing up the defense to Kevin Huerter. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Butler to bring it up. His guys trail by 13. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Butler. Not that time. Williams across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. To Kevin Huerter. Here's a chance from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Hawks come up with it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Waiters. Nice pass to set things up.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Bam Adebayo sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
To P.J. Tucker. For three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. to Kevin Huerter. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Tucker picked up by Gorgui Dieng. Tough
The
shot.
NBA
And nearly a
playoffs
chance at a
2022
3-point play.
round
No
Game 1
foul.
matchup
It
will
looks
be
like he's
coming up
using his
next
ball
on
handling
Sports
to
Action
feel the
Infinity
game
2
out. I
to
know it
seed
looks
3
like he's just playing
Milwaukee
around out
Bucks
there,
seed
trying to
6
get the fans
Chicago.
going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And look out. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Pass stolen by Miami.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. And a putback slam.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
To P.J. Tucker. To Waiters. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. Trae Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lets it fly from long range. So the first
The
points
NBA
for him
playoffs
in this first half, and he
2022-1
knocks
round
it down
Game
for
1
three.
matchup
Yeah,
will
they
be
really
coming
need
up
him to
next.
get going.
Seed 2
Really
Boston
surprised that
Celtics,
none of
seed
his
7
teammates have been
Brooklyn
talking
Nets.
to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. John Collins here against P.J. Tucker. To Capella. Trae Young. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Tucker. To Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here comes the screen. To Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. 4-3. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Cruises inside for 2.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good. To Butler. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. 5 to shoot for Miami. Fires the 3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Kevin Huerter, Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Has a look. Shot for Collins, no good. Oladipo into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Has a chance. Oladipo, not that time. To Capella. From the painted area, won't go down. To P.J. Tucker. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Trae Young.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 1 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 8 New Orleans Pelicans, Seed 1 Phoenix Suns.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. 4 out of 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. Another chance. Dwayne Dedmon snatching it out of the air. P.J. Tucker with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Miami's got it. To P.J. Tucker. Butler. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. To Kevin Huerter. Screen coming. Butler into the front court. Trailing by 11. To Oladipo. Butler to Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Hawks will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks. The Heat are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Assists.
The Miami Heat are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
He'd have the basketball. Oladipo to Butler. John Collins tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Rebound comes to Lowry. Oladipo into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Lowry. Rebound claimed by the Hawks. To Capella. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. It remains Atlanta basketball. Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gained from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Gets it down to Capella. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Clint Capella trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Off the mark at the line. To Oladipo. Lowry. Tucker. Capella's on him. Butler to Oladipo. Here's a chance from long range. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. So this remains Hawks basketball. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Butler to bring it up. His guys trail by 10. To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. They'll go to Butler. Down low. And a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Down low Collins. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Miami with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Tucker. To Lowry. Shot clock for the Heat. Down to 3. Lowry with a shot that's no good. To Trae Young. Five on the shot clock. To Trae Young. Shot no good there by Gallinari.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Lowry. Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Here comes the screen. John Collins, defended by Tucker. You've got to get that one to go. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. For 3, that's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Won't go. Tucker. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Tucker guarded by Clint Capella. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To Kevin Huerter. Shot clock winding down. To Trae Young. Fires the 3. Trae Young bothered just enough there. Lowry to Butler. Has a look. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Hey, this guy's going to come out of this game with bruises all over his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
Lowry to Oladipo. Shot clock to the Heat, down to 3. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Butler into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Oladipo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. To Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Shot clock winding down. Going to launch beyond the arc. Huerter can't connect that time. Lowry into the front court. Trailing by 10. Butler to P.J. Tucker. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Trae Young, Kevin Knox. To Trae Young. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Oladipo. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Williams into the front court. Up a dozen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. It's the Heat with the possession. Oladipo. Five to shoot for Miami. Oladipo buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Trae Young. Won't go. To Oladipo. Backwards to the basket. 5 seconds. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Trae Young. Had a chance, but it's no good. Can't miss those. To Williams. Lou Williams. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
P.J. Tucker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark on his free throw. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Oladipo. Gets a shot up off the mark. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Heat secure the rebound. Third quarter comes to an end. The Hawks already pulling away. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
To Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. To Williams. Here's the whistle. 5 seconds. Back to the basket. Violation sends it the other way. Gorgie Jang pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Down to Labissiere. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Williams across the timeline. His guys up by 15. Here comes the screen. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Oladipo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Trae Young. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker guarded by Jang. To Oladipo. It's Jang with the rebound. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
John Collins here against P.J. Tucker. To Williams. Down low for Jang. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Oladipo. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. To Trae Young. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. It's the Heat with the possession. To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for two.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Down low for Tucker. Hawks come up with it. Trae Young. Down for Collins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Miami's got it. To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. To P.J. Tucker. Beyond the arc for three. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Trae Young to Capella. Here comes the screen. John Collins against Tucker. Down low, Capella. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. To P.J. Tucker. Goes to the right side. Oladipo. Here comes the screen. 4-3. And knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To Waiters. Here comes the screen. To P.J. Tucker. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
New blood coming in for both sides. Lowry. Here's Atlanta. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Jimmy Butler for two. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Trae Young. Off the mark. Lowry with it. His guys down big. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To P.J. Tucker. Butler. Here comes the screen. Lowry matched up with Jang. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3 to Butler. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
He'd have the basketball. Lowry to Butler. Here's a chance from long range. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested three. He buries it.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Driving right to the basket. From the outside, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. In scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Lowry to P.J. Tucker. Oladipo to Butler. For three, and Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
John Collins, defended by Tucker. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lowry to Oladipo. Another chance. Gorgie Jang able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. Textbook defense. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The Hawks are victorious. They've jumped down front 1 game to none in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Raymond Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks added a win with today's solid victory. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. The Heat didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Atlanta Hawks did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.